Have you ever felt like the world is spinning out of control, and you're just over here clinging to your sanity like it's a roller coaster you didn't even sign up for? Yep, been there, done that. It's like life is one giant circus on fire, and you're not even sure if you're the ringleader or the clown, right? Well, what if I told you that finding peace in the middle of all that chaos isn't just some far-fetched dream that belongs in a motivational poster with a sunset background? Nope, it's actually something you can start doing right now. Yeah, you heard me, I'm serious. You don't need to pack your bags and move to a mountaintop or learn how to levitate, although that would be cool. It's about making little changes, shifting your mindset, and finding those tiny moments of calm, even when everything feels like it's going up in flames. So, buckle up because we're about to dive into 15 ways to find peace when the world feels like it's running on caffeine, stress, and sheer chaos. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this. Alright, let's kick things off with something so basic, yet so powerful, your breath. Yep, that thing you do without thinking. But here's the question. When was the last time you actually paid attention to your breathing? I mean, really noticed it. Most of us are walking around breathing so shallow it's like we're auditioning to be a statue. Breathing is your body's built-in stress reliever, but the trick is you've got to use it properly. Deep, intentional breaths are like sending your brain on a mini vacation, a much-needed chill-out signal when life gets crazy. Here's a quick exercise you can try. It's called box breathing, and it's so simple, yet magical. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and then exhale for 6 counts. Trust me, it's like hitting the reset button for your brain. You can do this anywhere, whether you're stuck in traffic, waiting in line, or even during a tough meeting. And the best part? It costs you nothing. No apps, no gadgets, just you and your breath. Once you start doing this regularly, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. It's like finding peace in the middle of chaos, and who doesn't want that? Next up, let's talk about mornings. We all have to deal with them, right? But how you start your day can totally change how the rest of it unfolds. If your current morning looks like hitting the snooze button 5 times, rushing out the door, and grabbing whatever's left in the fridge, probably toast, am I right? We need to talk. Imagine waking up a little earlier, not a lot just 15 minutes. I know, that sounds brutal, but hear me out. Instead of diving straight into the chaos, what if you gave yourself a little breathing room to wake up in peace? Try this. Wake up and do something that makes you feel good. Maybe it's having a quiet cup of tea, doing a few stretches, or listening to music that puts you in a good mood. It's about starting your day on your terms. Trust me, those 15 minutes can be a game changer. It's like setting the tone for your entire day, calm instead of rushed. And once you experience that peaceful start, you'll wonder how you ever functioned in the madness before. The world can wait a few minutes while you get your zen on. Let's get real about your space, your home, your office, wherever you spend your time. If it's a mess, your mind is probably a mess too, right? There's this weird connection between clutter and stress, like they feed off each other. Ever walked into a room that's totally trashed and felt that instant wave of overwhelm? It's like your brain goes, nope, not today. Decluttering is not just about aesthetics, it's about creating a space where you can actually breathe. You don't have to go full minimalist or start organizing your socks by color, unless that's your thing. Just start small. Maybe it's your desk, your closet, or even just a corner of your room. And here's the cool part. There's actual science behind this. Studies show that a cleaner space can reduce anxiety and help you focus better. Who knew tidying up could be so powerful? Once you get started, you might find yourself on a decluttering spree. You'll feel lighter, more in control, and your space will feel like a peaceful retreat rather than a chaotic battlefield. Plus, it's way cheaper than therapy. Let me guess, your phone is practically glued to your hand, right? No judgment, we're all guilty of it. But let's be real, constant notifications, social media scrolling, and the endless ping of messages are not exactly doing wonders for your peace of mind. It's like trying to find calm in the middle of a tornado. Here's a wild idea. What if you took a break? Yep, unplugged for just a little while and reconnected with the real world. You don't have to go off the grid or anything extreme, but even setting your phone aside for an hour or turning off notifications can make a huge difference. Try going for a walk without your phone. I know, terrifying, right? Or just sit quietly and enjoy the world around you. Nature is the best free therapy. Plus, when you're not glued to a screen, you'll find yourself noticing little things you might have missed. Like the way the sunlight filters through the trees, or how nice it feels to just be without constant distractions. Peace isn't going to come from the latest app. It's already there, waiting for you to unplug and tap into it. Alright, this one's a biggie, learning to say no. I know, we all want to be helpful and agreeable, but let's face it. Saying yes to everything is the quickest way to drain your energy and invite stress into your life. Peace often comes from setting boundaries, and here's the kicker. It's totally okay to say no. In fact, it's necessary. Whether it's that extra project at work, a social event you're dreading, or even a casual favor someone throws your way, not everything deserves your time or energy. Think about it. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to something that could bring you joy or peace. It's not about being selfish, it's about protecting your well-being. And once you get comfortable with this, it's incredibly freeing. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you someone who values their peace. So the next time someone asks for your time, energy, or attention, take a beat and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? If not, go ahead and say no with confidence. Trust me, it gets easier, and your peace will thank you for it. Gratitude. It's one of those things we hear about all the time, but let's be real, most of us probably only think about it once a year at Thanksgiving. But here's the secret. Gratitude is one of the easiest, most powerful ways to shift your mindset from stressed to peaceful. And the best part? You don't have to go all out with it. You can start small. Every day, take a moment to jot down just 3 things you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be deep or profound. It could be something as simple as a really good cup of coffee or a hilarious meme that made you laugh out loud. The magic of gratitude is that it helps retrain your brain to focus on the positives instead of constantly dwelling on the negatives. And when you're able to focus on the good, peace naturally follows. It's like a muscle. The more you practice gratitude, the easier it gets, and the more peace you'll find in your day-to-day life. So give it a try, and you might just be surprised at how much better you feel when you start focusing on what's right in your life, instead of what's wrong. Let's talk about moving your body for a minute. Now, before you roll your eyes and think I'm about to tell you to hit the gym every day, relax. I'm not saying you need to start training for a marathon. But moving your body in some way, any way, can be a game changer for your peace of mind. Whether it's a quick stretch in the morning, a dance party in your living room, highly recommended, by the way, or a leisurely walk around the block, movement helps shake off stress like nothing else. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that make you happier and less anxious. But even if you're not into hardcore workouts, just getting your body moving can help you feel more grounded and calm. It's like hitting the reset button on your mood. So the next time you're feeling frazzled, instead of reaching for your phone or zoning out on the couch, try getting up and moving. You'll be amazed at how much better you feel after just a few minutes of physical activity. Plus, it's fun. When people hear mindfulness, they usually picture sitting cross-legged in silence, trying to empty their mind of all thoughts. But here's the good news. Mindfulness doesn't have to be like that at all. You don't need to become a meditation guru to practice mindfulness. It's actually about being present in whatever you're doing, right here, right now. That's it. You can practice mindfulness while you're eating, showering, walking, or even working. It's all about paying attention to the little things, like how your food tastes, how the water feels on your skin, or the sounds around you. When you bring your focus to the present moment, your mind stops racing with worries about the past or the future. And that's where peace lives, in the now. Start small by practicing mindfulness in everyday activities. You'll find that it helps you stay calm and centered, even when life gets hectic. But wait, we're just getting started. In the next few segments, we'll dive even deeper into finding that inner calm amidst all the craziness. Don't go anywhere. Okay, here's a big one that people sometimes overlook: who you hang out with really matters. You know that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. If you're constantly around people who are stressed, negative, or always complaining, that vibe is going to rub off on you, whether you realize it or not. It's like secondhand stress. But on the flip side, if you're hanging out with people who are positive, relaxed, and have a calm energy, guess what? That's going to influence you too, and in the best way possible. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut off all your friends and family, but maybe take a moment to evaluate who's adding peace to your life and who's draining it. Spend more time with the people who uplift you, who make you feel good about yourself, and who encourage you to take things in stride. Your peace is precious, and sometimes protecting it means being a little choosy about who gets to share your energy. Surround yourself with good vibes, and watch how much easier it is to stay centered, even when things get hectic. Let's talk about creativity for a sec. I know, you might be thinking, but I'm not creative. But here's the thing. Everyone has a creative side. You don't have to be Picasso or write the next best-selling novel to get the benefits of creativity. It's about letting your brain relax and play. Finding a creative outlet, whether it's painting, writing, knitting, baking, whatever, can be a seriously powerful way to find peace. Why? Because when you're creating, you're totally in the moment. You're not thinking about your to-do list or stressing about that email you forgot to send. You're just creating. And honestly, it doesn't even matter if what you create is good or not. The process itself is what's so healing. It's like giving your mind a mini vacation from all the noise. Plus, you'll be amazed at how much clearer your thoughts feel after you spend some time in that creative zone. So whether you've got a hidden talent or you're just messing around for fun, find something that lets you express yourself. It's like therapy, but way more fun, and probably cheaper too. Alright, I know this one's a tough pill to swallow sometimes, but hear me out. Holding on to grudges and resentment is like carrying around a bag of rocks. It's heavy, it slows you down, and honestly, it's exhausting. And the worst part? It's not hurting anyone else but you. Practicing forgiveness doesn't mean you're saying what someone did to you was okay. It just means you're letting go of the anger, so it doesn't take up space in your heart anymore. Think about it. When you forgive, you're freeing yourself. You're choosing peace over bitterness. It doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. Start small. Maybe there's someone in your life who hurt you, and you've been holding on to that anger for a while. What if you started to let it go? It's like clearing out emotional clutter. And trust me, once you do, you'll feel lighter, freer, and way more at peace. Life's too short to carry that baggage around forever. Okay, this one's simple but so effective: get outside. Seriously, when was the last time you just stepped outside and soaked in nature? And no, walking to your car doesn't count. Nature has this incredible ability to calm us down, and it doesn't matter whether you're hiking in the mountains or just chilling in a park. There's something about fresh air, sunshine, and the sound of birds that instantly makes everything feel a little less overwhelming. Take a walk, sit on a bench, or just step outside your front door and breathe. Nature doesn't rush, and it doesn't stress. And being around that kind of energy can be a total game changer when you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Plus, spending time outside can boost your mood, improve your focus, and even help you sleep better. It's like nature's way of hitting the refresh button on your brain. So next time you're feeling the chaos creep in, step outside for a little reset. You'll be surprised at how much it helps. Here's the thing about peace: it's not always about the big, life-changing moments. Sometimes, it's about finding joy in the little things. You know, the stuff we usually overlook because we're too busy rushing from one thing to the next. But those tiny moments? They're gold. Whether it's the smell of coffee in the morning, a funny text from a friend, or the way the sun feels on your face, those little moments can bring a sense of peace if you let them. Start paying attention to those small, everyday joys. Maybe it's your favorite song playing on the radio or a perfectly ripe avocado. When you start noticing and appreciating those little moments, they add up. Suddenly, your day feels a bit brighter, and you realize there's a lot more to be thankful for than you thought. Peace isn't always some big revelation. It can be found in the simple, ordinary moments, too. Let go of perfection. It's overrated anyway. Here's a secret. Perfection doesn't exist. Yep, it's a myth, and chasing it is one of the quickest ways to stress yourself out. We live in a world where everything is curated, social media, ads, even our friends sometimes seem like they've got it all figured out. But here's the truth. Nobody has it all together, not even the people who look like they do. So why are we all out here stressing about being perfect? It's exhausting. Letting go of the need to be perfect is like giving yourself permission to breathe. Things aren't always going to go according to plan, and that's okay. You're going to make mistakes, and that's okay, too. Instead of aiming for perfection, try aiming for progress. Be kind to yourself when things don't go perfectly. You're human, and once you let go of that impossible standard, you'll find a lot more peace in your life. Plus, life's a lot more fun when you're not constantly worried about doing everything just right. And finally, we've got to talk about self-care. I know, it sounds like a buzzword these days, but let's get real. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. In fact, it's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? So why do we always put ourselves last on the priority list? Whether it's taking a long bath, reading a good book, or just giving yourself permission to take a break, self-care is crucial for finding peace. It's like putting your oxygen mask on first. You've got to take care of you before you can take care of anyone else. And self-care doesn't have to be some elaborate spa day, though if that's your thing, go for it. It can be as simple as setting aside 10 minutes in your day to do something that makes you feel good. The key is to make it a regular practice, not just something you do when you're already burnt out. When you make time for yourself, you're not only giving yourself a break, you're also reminding yourself that you deserve peace, too. And there you have it. 15 ways to find peace in this wild, chaotic world. Who would have thought that something as simple as breathing or learning to say no could make such a difference, right? It's kind of amazing how much more zen we can be when we stop stressing over every little thing and focus on the stuff that really matters. Like enjoying that morning coffee in peace, instead of spilling it on your way out the door. The truth is, finding peace isn't about turning your life upside down. It's about embracing those small changes that help you stay calm even when life feels like a whirlwind. So, if you're feeling just a little more zen, or maybe you're ready to try that box breathing we talked about, then do yourself a favor and like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips to chill out and live your best, most peaceful life. Trust me, you deserve it. Peace out.